Good morning students. Once again I welcome you all in the science biology class. And today is the first class of biology and it's an introductory session. In this session, in this class, I will tell you how you will do work, the importance of bio, why we study bio and the brief, the mind map of first chapter. Let's go. So, the very first thing, why do we study bio? Yes, we study bio because bio tells us, it explains us all aspects of life. Now what do you mean by life? All the living beings, whether they are plants or animals. Okay, so why we study bio? Because bio explains us about all the living forms, about life, and moreover about the environment, all the organisms. So isn't it interesting? So that's why we all study bio. And of course, so much of career options are there if you study bio. And this 9th grade, it's your basic students. So here you will study these separately, biology, physics, chemistry. And your base will be formed for your career, for the career options. Okay. Next thing is how to make notes. Yes, because from here, as we have entered the senior group, so now you should start the self-study. And the very important thing in self-study is how to make the notes. So here I am to tell you in this introductory session that how to make the notes. Although educators will be helping you, will be providing you the notes, the worksheets, all sort of practice material to help you, but still you all must know. So I am telling you today, the first thing in notes making is reading. Yes, you should read all the concepts thoroughly. The very first thing, important thing is reading all the concepts thoroughly. Then the next thing is understanding them. All the topics you should understand. After reading, understanding must be there. You should have all the knowledge in your mind. After that, you can make points. Whichever things are very important, you can underline them, you can make the points. And the last but very important thing is the practicing of diagrams. So by knowing all these 4 points, you can make the notes very easily. And from now itself, you can start doing so. As every time I will be asking you to go through the chapter thoroughly before I take any of the topics. So that you can clear your doubts whichever you have in our live sessions. The next thing which I want to discuss is the mind maps. Have you heard about mind maps? Mind maps are the brief description of the chapter. Means mostly all the topics will get covered in the mind maps. And yes students, for your biology, for all the chapters, first page of your notebook for that chapter will belong to the mind map. So I will be giving you the mind map of the chapter that you will be drawing on the interleaf page of your notebook. So that just by seeing the first page, you and the educator will come to know these are all the points, the topics which we are going to cover in this chapter. And while learning also, you can mark them that these topics I have done, I have understood, I have learned, I have practiced. Okay. So here in the first chapter that belongs to the fundamental, structural and functional unit of life, that is cell. The main topics in this chapter are the introduction of cell, then the structure of cell. In 8th, although you must have studied the structure, here again in detail we will have the structure of plant and animal cell, then the various cell organelles and discovery of cell. So these are the main things, and covering all these topics, I will give you the mind map of the chapter which you have to draw in your notebook. So students, this is all the introduction, and see you in the next class from where we will start with the topics. And yes, before ending this session, this class, I would like to tell you just the brief of name of the chapter, that is structural and functional unit of life. Why cell is called the structural unit? Okay, I am giving you a real life example. Suppose it's a building. What will be the basic unit? The first thing from which a building is made. Just think. Yes, in your mind it must be a stone or brick, right? So after all the stones and bricks, one single starts, and then after collecting them all, a building is formed. Same way in the bodies, in the living beings, in the all living organisms, this basic structural unit is the cell. As you have studied in your previous classes, group of cells makes the tissues, group of tissues makes the organ, group of organs makes the organ system and group of organ systems makes the organism. Okay, so this is how cell is the basic structural unit. And why it is called the functional unit? Because again, for from cell itself the organ systems comprises of. So if all the cells are working, it means the organism is working, the living being is working. So the basic, you must have heard about unicellular organisms. In them, yes, only one cell is there which is performing all the functions. So it is the one cell, the cell which has to work properly for a living being to work properly, right? So that is why it is called the basic functional unit also. So now you know the name of chapter, why it is so. The basic structural and functional unit of life is cell. And why so? I gave you the examples. So that is all with this introductory session, and I'll catch you in the next class with some topics of the chapter. Till the next time, thank you and have a great day. And yes, keep reading and studying and updating your knowledge.